Okay, welcome back, friends. We're going to do a quick talk about swing feel for drums. So I have this thing that I created for an earlier video, um, decidedly unswung drums. Now, I want to loop this so we can hear this. Now, I could click and drag up in the timeline, but I'm going to hit escape to clear that because I think there might be an easier way to do that. So I'm going to hit question mark to load my action list, and I'm going to choose it's an item time selection. I'm looking for something set time selection to items. Now I have some extra things in my list. Yours might not be as complicated. I loaded some extra actions, but I want to set the time selection to items or item. I'm going to add a shortcut, and I'm going to do Shift Option T for this. Click OK. Crop to active, take in items. I'm going to override that for now because I don't remember what that is. Shift Option T, close. Now, when I select this, I can just push one button. I can hit my loop, and now I can hear it. Oops, I have to have loop on. Now this is kind of like almost a jazzy beat, except that instead of, it doesn't have a swung feel. So if we think about what the swing feel is, instead of ta 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 ta, we want to hear ta 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 ta, right? And it's almost like a triplet subdivision. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, ya ta 3 1 ta ta ta. And if we open this up in the MIDI editor, we'll see that, let's make sure we can see the grid. I have this option. This is my 8th note grid. Here we can see how everything is even. I can choose to have swing, 8th note swing feel, and watch what happens to the grid lines. I'm going to go back to straight where they're all even, and I'm going to go now to swing. Now the problem is that doesn't change the sound of what I have. What we need to do to make this work, and let me zoom this out just a little bit so you can see. What I want to do is I want to move these notes so that they're on the grid lines. And this gets into a larger topic called quantization. But for now, I'm going to keep it simple. And I'm just going to say that quantizing these MIDI notes will push them onto whatever grid I choose. And right now, the active grid is 8th note swing, right? So I'm going to see if I can find this in the action list. I'm going to choose question mark, and I'm going to choose quantize grid. Let's see, that gets me somewhere. And I've already created a shortcut, quantize notes to position, quantize note position to grid. That's going to work for me, right? So I've got Command Shift Option G. You can use something else. So first I need to select all these notes. I can right click and just drag them, and watch the notes now when I hit that. Right, first let's hear it again. This is before I hit it. Right, and now I'm going to hit it to quantize to the grid and watch the notes move. You see some movement there, and listen to what we have now. Now you'll see there's a strength here, how strong that swing is. The further I move in this direction, it's going to be more like almost 16th note swing. And again, I have to re-quantize it in order to have this change take effect. So I'm going to hit Shift Command Option G again. Watch the notes move, and now we've got, this is 93%. And if I move it back to, say, 62% for a kind of a lighter swing feel, I can do that, right? Now, I'm going to get out of the MIDI editor for a second. I'm going to clear my time selection. I'm going to drag here. Okay, I've got looping off. So I'm going to drag this to be 2 bars long. Double click it again. Now I'm going to select all these, and I'm going to, I'll duplicate it. Right, so we've got this over here. Get out of here. Now I've got my 2-bar, and actually I can use my little Shift-Option-T, make that the time selection. Now I can go in and I can add notes on this swung grid, right? So I could have a note here, and then like something like this. Let's just hear that. That sounds, let's put that on the offbeat. Lots of swung feel. Things are kind of syncopated on that swung 16th. We'll put another one there. That swung 8th. Right, and then here we could have this. Use some velocity here. So now we have something like this going. Right, and we could even have like maybe a hit here. We can play around with this a whole bunch of different ways. Let's get out of here now and just watch it over here. Right, so if we're adding notes, we can just add it right on the grid, and we don't need to obviously re-quantize. But that quantize trick is useful if we want to move an 8th note feel onto the swing feel. And I hope that was helpful for you. More videos coming.